Okay, happy Sunday, y'all. Yeah, I got one uploading right now, my groceries, and it wasn't even a full haul. It was replenishing the cheese drawer, doing the dairy run and a beer run. Because after I got done talking to my sister, she had called me right before I decided, it's like, you know what? I, After this conversation, I fucking need a beer. So, give you hindsight 2020, and it's kind of I don't even know how to really kind of go into the details of this, because this isn't um this isn't all about me. Yeah, I dealt with bullshit. I've had um 4 very distinctive long-term relationships. Um one, two marriages. That one marriage wasn't even a long-term one. Both marriages weren't long-term. But my second marriage, the relationship in the marriage was actually less than the relationship that I had with my daughter's father. So I don't even count him, because we were actually more close friends than there was technically a marriage involved there. I can't even classify it. It was a piece of paper. And yeah, he has his own issues, and I can go into detail on that shit another time. But he doesn't even qualify under the malarkey that I dealt with these significant 4. However, um, anybody who's been following me knows that when I get on these talks about the narcissism and the psychological disorders as a whole, I have a tendency to get a little rambly and branch. Well, here's your branch. And it probably should have a fucking tree swing attached to it, because it's not just me in my family who has dealt with this issue. I have 2 sisters, one ahead and one behind. Actually, I have 4. I have 3 sisters, but the one ahead of me and the one behind me, all 3 of us have experienced some form of narcissistic, toxic, abusive relationship. Either long-term relationship, whether it's substance abuse, caused, affiliated, or they were just an abusive asshole. Now, the one ahead of me, her and my stuff has been parallel. However, the severity of the abuse is measurable on opposite ends of the spectrum. So it's frustrating to psychoanalyze her and compare it to myself. At the same time, knowing after the fact. So my oldest sister and myself were married at about the same time. So the timeline is, my sister got married in August. Actually, the youngest sister got married in July. My older sister got married in August, and I got married in September, all in the same year. The sister before me was divorced before me. And the youngest sister was married for almost 30 years. Couple weeks before their 30th wedding anniversary, she had called me and said, "We're not having a party, we're getting a divorce." So, having had this individual who she was married to be 30 years in our lives and find out that he was committing emotional infidelity and or varying other degrees of emotional and psychological abuse toward my sister, it was sort of that motherfucker. Now, I had lived with her for a while, and I can honestly say that I did not like the dynamics of their relationship. However, a lot of what she was talking about is something that I can perceive that she's not lying. This is stuff that was hidden, or he had refrained from in order to save face. Because I know of the drama, some of the stuff that she would call me and talk about. The one that was the sister that's older than me, the one ahead of me, her marriage came to a screeching fucking halt when he had said something to her about the bills needing to go out to the mailbox, and she was busy getting her daughter ready for school. And she just said to him, "Then go ahead and take them. Take them out to the box. They're ready." And when she turned around, he punched her in the face. So on the way to work that morning, she said, "Today you will find somewhere to live. Get the fuck out of my apartment." And if you don't, then I will make sure that it happens, and I don't need to call the law to do it. And she was serious. And he did. Because she lived in the town where we grew up in. So all she had to do was make 2 or 3 phone calls. And word would have spread like wildfire, and it basically would have been a lynching. His ass would have been gone. Because they take care of their own there. Upstate New York and Deep South, they ain't no fucking different. Trust me. Fuck around, find out. Just saying. So moving on. My ex-husband, yeah, we had a throwdown. I think I told the story about my friend putting him in a chokehold from the back seat. That was the end of our relationship. We tried to make, basically I tolerated his stupid ass for about 6 months after that. And all he needed to do was just slip up once. And it didn't matter what it was. I had had enough of the fucked up and stupid. Now, based upon loyalty, commitment, adoration, love, whatnot, I can honestly say if my ex-husband, my first ex-husband, could lose the fucking pride, ego, and the temper, I would still be with him to this day. Absolutely. He was a fabulous, fabulous husband as far as doing things. But what killed it was the fucking temper. The screaming, the yelling, the barking, The referring to me as my wife. What am I, a piece of fucking property, dude? Get off your fucking ego train. It was frustrating, to say the least, to know that me and my older sister were going through the same type of abuse at that point. Now, she had gotten involved with her second husband. I was involved with the benign narcissist at that time. And her second husband was an maniacal OCD rager. I don't know how she's fucking put up with this crap. Now I know why she's so strong in regard. It's like she had to tolerate that for only 15 years. Well, it was, she finally, she threw in the towel. She was like, I'm done with this bullshit. And so when I got the phone call from my sister, I was involved with the covert vulnerable, in which things were kind of sketch at that time anyway, and I was sitting there thinking, yeah. Anyway, elaborate. He dropped me off at the airport. Everything was cool. Picked me up. Things were fucking weird. So I went to go see my sister. The weekend that I had planned to go to her anniversary party, I just kept the ticket and just fucking went out there to visit her. We cried. We talked. We went out. We got drunk. We sang karaoke. When I came home, he acted weird. And put questions in my head as to, why are you so indifferent right now? So it's not just me that I've had to witness all of these really weird, failed, fucked up relationships. I mean, I was a fly on the wall with my younger sister, and I was a fly on the wall with my older sister. And of course, I had my own personal experiences that I was dealing with. And a lot of what I was dealing with, I really didn't share with them back then. Now, me and my younger sister are sharing because she knows that I understand what she went through. I was there. Now, she shares with me separately than she shares with my older sister. My older sister's perspective of things is different because of what she experienced as opposed to what I experienced, to what my younger sister experienced. But the dynamic of all of the experiences is this. We were abused. We were treated indecently. We tolerated the shit because of one fucking reason or another. Younger sister had 2 little girls that she was taking care of, and she did what she needed to do to keep herself from being under his thumb. So she's self-made. She knew he wasn't going to be around forever. She knew. She did what she needed to do to relinquish the requirement of needing him in her life. Me, I knew after the divorce from the first husband that it wasn't going to be anybody but me. I screwed up along the way, good 3-4 years. Picked myself up by my bootstraps. Crawled out of that fucking gutter. I mean, literally, if you want to talk about rock bottom, it was rock bottom, 50 feet of crap, then me. That's how fucking deep. And I just worked and worked and worked and worked. Didn't even drive a car. Rode a bicycle for 4 years. Yeah, it was fucking rough. And then, of course, you got my sister. You know, she's lived pretty comfortable. But the last 5 years of her marriage, before she finally divorced this guy who fucked up her finances so bad, she worked 4 fucking jobs. Pulled her ass out of the gutter while she was with him. Soon as all the debts were cleared, she fucking kicked his ass to the curb. Said, peace the fuck out. Get out of my house. But then she gets fucked over again. Very short time after. Almost in the same respective ratio that I was. You know, this guy breadcrumbed me even though it was a platonic relationship, but he had me feeling like there was going to be something to look forward to. Breadcrumbed me till I got sick of being breadcrumbed, and I was like, peace the fuck out, stop talking to me. I don't even want to. Stay gone. I don't need your shit. I don't need your fucking ass in my life. I don't need to have conversations with you. Talking to you is like talking in fucking circles. I ain't got the brain capacity to do that. This guy had her sell her house, quit her job, and was on the way to fucking LA when he decided to tell her, I don't think I can do this. Can't imagine why she had a nervous fucking breakdown. The reason why men are being... And Emily King just came across my thing, a notification. It's like, yeah, fuck you, cooter. No. We accepted them for who they were. And we got fucked over in the process. Because the red flags weren't on the surface. The 3 of us in one family, all fucked over by the same dynamic. It's in the DSM-5. I can pick their husbands apart just as easy as I can pick apart my own fucking relationships and ex-husbands. In that book. The only heartbreaking thing that I have got to say right now, today, is that I have had several really great fucking men who have inspired me that there is better men out there and to stop settling. Stop. Make them motherfuckers work for you. Because the reason why we got into these situations is because we let them be in our lives. We asked them to be in our lives. They didn't force themselves into our lives. We chased back as much as they chased us. Now, right now, I've had several. Oh, you're just beautiful. You know, I really wish you would get over him. You know what? Why don't you try to impress me and make me get over him? I'm fucking ADHD, dude. Out of sight, out of mind. I ain't bugging you. I ain't calling you. You don't want me around? That's okay with me. I don't give a flying fuck. The last guy wanted me around, and look where I'm at. Making fucking videos on YouTube bitching about being narcissistically abused for 15 months. Your ass do the fucking driving. You come to me. I ain't going out of my way for no fucking man no more. So based upon the conversation that I had with her today, and all of the different levels and the different dynamics that her and I had talked about, and of course, yeah, I was a fly on the wall throughout her relationship with her husband. I sat back and watched. I watched it disintegrate. And I said nothing. Because it wasn't my place to say anything. Now she wants to talk about it. Here you go. This is my perspective. Maybe we should talk about things as they happen instead of talking about things after shit hits the fan. Why are we reactive instead of being proactive? Maybe her and I could have hit up therapy together and been like, this is what I see. And I don't like it. I'm the third party perspective. I'm just sisters. I'm between housing and I clean her kitchen to help her out. Babysit the kids so they can have a social life. Because I got nothing better to do. Think about it. If we were proactive toward what we see amongst each other, family, friends, whatever, to say, no, I don't care what you think. That guy's a fucking asshole and you need to stay the fuck away from him. Instead of being all passive and being like, well, maybe he's having a hard time, or yeah, looks like he's using you. Maybe he's using you. It doesn't seem like he's being very nice. No. Say it like it is. No, he's treating you like shit and you need to stop. Find out whatever you need to do. What is keeping you there? Figure it out. And then find backing and do what you think you need to do is right. Because when you're blind, infatuated, and limerence, and in love, and blah, blah, your brain don't fucking work right. You ain't thinking with a full set of fucking bricks up in here. Doesn't matter how intelligent you are. Or how much you make a year. Or how educated you are. Or how talented you are. Someone who is manipulating and skilled at it knows the dynamic of your brain, your upbringing, and or your personality. They're going to take advantage of it. Like they did me. And the other sisters. Yeah, they moved on. Yep. Found their people pleasers. Pacify their supply. Are they really in love? Are they really attracted? Who cares? The point is that they're doing to them what they did to us. And ain't nothing we can say that's going to convince them otherwise that that man that they are with is evil and they are destined to turn out with the same screwed up marbles that we've got in the end. Because they don't fucking change. They change partners like they change underwear. It just depends on how dirty they get before they decide to change them.